everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. And today I'm joined again by Ash. Welcome, Ash.
Ivy, thank you so much for having me. Good to be here. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Busy day, but busy
Yeah,
day for news in the game too, which is perfect timing for a collab. I had some other
indeed.
topics in mind,
Yeah,
but
we were gonna talk about other stuff, and it's like, hey, some news stuff. This is
stuff.
great.
But all the stuff is happening. So busy life, busy game. That's a good. We want to see updates. We want to see changes. We want to see our voice mattering. And that's kind of what we're going to talk about for today. So the quick
Indeed.
little TLDR is patch preview, right? We have Guild Wars is underway, and they're going to be improving it for a Guild War 2.0. We'll talk about that later. There's going to be some changes to our campground and some more Q&As, which are always great to kind of reveal some development plans too. But we're going to talk about this part on Ash's channel. So once you're done watching this video, if you haven't already, make sure you go over to his channel as well after we cover more in depth of this. Your voice matters.
Sounds good. I'm excited. There's a lot here.
There is so much. And how do you feel so far? Have you noticed what I've said, like, where this company really does feel like they listen, our voice does matter. They want our feedback. They want to know how we feel about things. Like, I really feel that. Do you?
Yeah. No, 100%. It's weird a little bit, like not to say that our
We're
voice
not
might
used
not
to
matter
it.
with it. Yeah. I don't want to, take shots at anybody, but
It's fine.
it's I say it's weird because I truthfully mean that because when you say something even in a video, right? Or if you read a bunch of community feedback, you know that there's like a big likelihood that it would not only be listened to, but they will act on it. So in a way, you kind of got to be careful. You can't just say things, haphazardly. You really got to make sure that you're resonating with your audience and the community and the player base as well, because I'm not used to that, to your
It's
point.
true. It's true. And I
Yeah.
think a funny example for me was when they did the skins for Zilla 2 and they're like, free skin. And I was like, devs, staff, if you're listening, change this damn ad. It's a lie. And they did. They actually got rid of it. I was like, I
That's
hope I
awesome,
was
though.
part of that.
I think you probably were. You probably were. It's weird. There's been several times. I don't want to take too much credit at all, right? But it's very serendipitous where I'll mention something and then like a week later, all of a sudden they're like, big fix in or quality
Yeah.
of life change. And you're like, whoa, okay, cool. So yeah,
Yeah. It's good. It's
it's
good.
awesome.
So they're trying and
Yep.
they can only improve so much. You can't please everybody as well, but
Yeah, I
yeah, I'm
just
really
made a big
excited.
video complaining about gold in this game, Ivy.
Oh god, yeah.
How I want more of it. So hey, hopefully they listen there too. Right? That was my like
Yeah.
Hail Mary. Hey, if they're listening to everything else, let's just ask them for everything in the world. We'll see what they say.
I agree. They improved it a little bit, but still not good enough. It's like, oh, good try, you
More.
tried, but we need
Yeah,
more.
indeed.
That's a problem everywhere. All right, so what I think I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to read through each little section and then we'll kind of react and talk about it as we go along. So I guess let me just start with this little intro here. We extend our heartfelt gratitude for your unwavering support in Watcher of Realms. With the utmost dedication to enhancing your gaming experience, we have been attentive to your feedback and suggestions. Following comprehensive internal discussions, we've compiled answers to address your recent inquiries. Hope they can help resolve your problems. Dun dun dun. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, this is the one. I'm so excited for this. This has been mentioned a
This
few
is
times
big.
in some different ways. This is, yeah. All right, background auto fight feature. We have taken note of your valuable feedback regarding fight optimizations, and we're planning to introduce a background auto fight feature requested by many players, allowing you to make the most of your waiting time by engaging with other game features. Our primary focus in the upcoming updates revolves around enhancing convenience in item sorting, selling, and gear swapping. Our aim is to provide ample opportunities for gear. Oh wait, they're going to too many things at once. So let me pause.
I
Let's
know,
just go
right?
back to that.
They're
Yeah,
piling on.
I thought the whole thing was gonna be about background autofight feature, but let's rewind. Okay, so
I
they
like
didn't
how
really
they
give us
include
much,
like
right?
all these major things in one little paragraph. You're like, okay, wait. You're talking about something
Whoa,
new.
yeah, whoa.
Yeah, cool.
So background autofight feature. Yeah, have you played any other games that had similar features?
No, I have not. I have not.
Oh.
I imagine they're out there, but to me, this is brand new territory, and it sounds really freaking exciting. Have you? I imagine you have.
Yes. So Summoner's Glory had a thing where you could just run the dungeons and they just finished after X amount of time and you collect the rewards. It was just there, whether the game was open or closed. And then, and you could start it and use energy. And then, infinite magic raids, kind of similar. They kept improving it over time. First, it was just you could only do certain things during the battle. Then you could close the game. Like they kind of made it like step by step. But yeah, it looks like they're not quite giving away exactly what that means.
Yeah.
Right? They're
My
not
impression
saying
is that
exactly what that means.
it's my impression is like old school, windows on your desktop that you can just minimize a window and you have like your battles going in the
Yeah.
background, right? Is that
I
how
think
you take
that's
it?
what it's gonna be. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like we can run great gear raid, whatever, while we're doing arena. I think that's the intention. At least it's gonna be the start of it. In a perfect world, I would love if you can completely close the game and do so as well. Like you come back to it and your battles are done, like
Right?
some other games have. But one step at a time, and I'll be very happy if we can at least multitask, right?
This is like I said, I come from Raid, and so this is totally new to me. There's nothing like this at all in Raid. And I have to say, it is a bit tedious to my point earlier about the gold in this game, right? Like, I don't know if you experience this, Ivy, or if every player does, but it's something about the loop that feels especially arduous in Watcher of Realms, meaning that I did this morning, right? I went like 100 auto battles in gold farming, and then I depleted all my EXP
Immediately. Yeah.
trying to upgrade the champions that I got. So now I'm like, great. Now I have to go EXP farm. And like it feels like you spend an inordinate amount of time on these like specific two like loop cycles. So to be able to do that in the background, well, at least I focused on other things. It doesn't solve the issue, but it's a massive band-aid for me. And then I can like focus it because sometimes, I mean, on our last collab, you mentioned this that like you haven't even played campaign forever because like you're focused on too
Yeah,
many
oh my
different
god, I
areas.
never do. I still haven't finished my campaigns. I still haven't done chapter 9 campaign yet, guys. Don't judge me.
No, I think I'm in the same boat because how do you it's weird. Like there's
Yeah,
a
I
lot
just
new
only
features coming and stuff like that. Like we have Guild Wars and like it almost feels like in this game we're already running into like almost a time issue, and this really alleviates that. So I'm thrilled for it.
I like it. I like it. All right, so the next part started with our primary focus in the upcoming updates revolves around enhancing convenience in item sorting, selling, and gear swapping. Our aim is to provide ample opportunities for gear with desirable attributes to reach their maximum potential. With this in mind, we are actively considering the optimizations of attribute recast, aka Chaos Ore, right?
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
So I know the gear swapping, I know they've kind of alluded multiple times in the dev insights to gear presets. So we could swap gear around from hero, like, or saved presets of some sort, maybe. So that would
That
be
would be
amazing, of course.
that would be fantastic, especially if it's I imagine I don't even want to say this out loud, but like I'm assuming everything's still going to be free to swap in this game, which is excellent. So presets would be even better. I mean, that would be
Yeah.
incredible.
And
It's weird though,
recasting,
because
I don't know, but I guess it's like you already spent the this could help with your gold problem, right? You've already spent the gold to get something to level 16. So hopefully when you recast it, you could save some gold and actually get a usable piece from it.
yeah, I mean that's hopefully that's the case. I also hope that I don't want them to overdo it or anything like that. Obviously, there needs to be a balanced economy in the game, but I hope they're a little bit more available than they are in Raid because the ores, I mean, it's nice to have a
Oh,
feature, but if you
yeah.
can never get your hands on this stuff or it takes you
That's
forever,
so
it's almost moot,
true.
you
That's
know?
Dragonair's problem. Dragonair has the same idea of being able to or it has you can upgrade a rare piece to an epic piece or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But you don't get any of the material. And by the time you get it, you've already moved on to the next level where that piece is irrelevant. So I hope that they do it with a smart balance in mind.
You know what I'm most excited about here, though, is actually the
Hmm.
quality, what sounds like quality of life improvements to sorting, selling, and swapping. I do
Yeah.
feel like this, or I should say maybe sorting and selling
Yeah.
specifically, right? Is like, I feel like this game, it's hard. Maybe you probably have a better way of describing it than I do because like it's hard to put my finger on it, but I really don't. It feels clunky, the selling system in this game. Like I'm
Yeah.
sitting on probably a few hundred crappy pieces of gear that I just don't. I'm like, wow, this is gonna take me all night to go through this stuff. It's very challenging. Obviously you can sort by flat stat and kind of get rid of that stuff. But after that, you're like, oh man, this is gonna take a long time. Do you have the same issue?
Yeah, because I think another, I guess, Dragonair as an example. Dragonair and Raid will probably be examples a lot, because they actually have a thing where you can sort for up every piece that does not include a substat. So, like,
Ooh,
maybe yeah, like, if that was something maybe, I don't know if they're going to do that here, but I would love
that would be
that.
awesome.
It's huge. Like, every attack, whatever piece that does not
It
have
doesn't have
attack
crit rate
bonus or a crit rate.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like, especially on, like, any of those attack sets on, like, the Gear Raid 1. If it doesn't have attack bonus in it and it's an attack set, I don't want it. And then, of course, you ideally want crit damage and or crit rate as well. But having
Yeah.
that little bit of a feature to get rid of every piece quickly that you accidentally let slip through the cracks would save a lot of space.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I think I mean, that would solve all my issues because then you can go through and sort out. Obviously, there's going to be some pieces that you do want to keep for whatever reason. Maybe the other stats are all like exactly what you're looking for, but there's going to be most of the majority you just don't even want to hold on to. And also, I wish you could sell gear like from the actual gear screen. Does that make sense? You know what I'm talking about versus
Yeah, like when you're
swapping
leveling
to a
it up.
different.
I
Yeah,
think that's what
yeah,
they said is going to be added. That's been asked a lot. If when you're in the middle of enhancing a piece, you roll it to
yeah.
12, it sucks. You want to sell it immediately, but you can't.
Yeah, they throw you
Yeah,
to a
that would
whole
be
new
nice.
user interface, and you're like,
Yeah.
no, get me back, you know? So yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Cool.
So it looks like they really are working on that. Good to see. All right, next up
Heck
here
yeah.
we have let's see. In terms of guilds, we're diligently working on additional features to facilitate guild leaders in managing and developing their guilds. Among these features, we will introduce member notes as well as refine the BP requirements for guild membership. These enhancements will empower guild leaders to further their strength in their guilds. Member notes? Member notes. What do you I don't know what they even mean.
Like, hey, get your guild boss attacks in, or you're kicked tomorrow, man.
Oh yeah,
I don't
maybe
know.
like a proper like pinned thing where it's
Maybe, right?
although you still get the messages. Maybe to separate it though, because you know, like if your guild leader sends out, put up your defenses for Guild War.
Well,
Like you
yeah.
or
This has got to be streamlining the guild war
Yeah.
communication process that we're just
It
not
needs to
probably
be
super familiar with yet, you know?
Yeah, then probably. And then BP requirements, I think now, what is it? I don't even know. It's just like you have to meet a minimum. Maybe they can have it be a range so they could, I don't know.
Yeah. Frankly, I don't know either. I don't know.
I don't know.
Shout out to Agelin's my doctor, my guild leader, who handles that for us.
This was one game that I was like, I cannot be a leader for. It's just, I knew it was going to have too much involved that I would not be able to focus on, and I would have been a terrible leader and not been able to keep track of things. So, yeah, that's not my position there either. All right, let's go on to the next section then. Future features and modes sneak peek. We're well aware of your curiosity regarding upcoming features and modes. Therefore, we would like to provide a brief introduction to the planned content. The Immortal Codex is set to launch in December. Prepare to embark on an exhilarating journey through stages where you will confront formidable bosses. By dealing substantial damage to these mighty adversaries, you'll earn abundant rewards. Remember, the higher your damage output, the more prominent your ranking and greater your rewards. Each boss will feature unique mechanics requiring commanders to devise corresponding strategies to achieve maximum damage output. That just sounds like another boss. I don't know what that means. Like another boss?
To me, it sounds more Doom Towery because
you're
a bunch of
right.
bosses, you know?
That's true.
I don't know what else. I mean, they're pretty vague on the rest of the details, you know?
Formidable bosses, yeah.
Bosses plural. It looks like there's at least 3 here by the graphic.
Oh yeah, was that one designed up here? Upcoming in develop. That could be. Oh, those are heroes. New hero faction.
Yeah, the little book.
This other graphic. Yeah, you're right. The book with these These could probably be the bosses. Yeah.
Unless they're heroes, I don't know.
I don't know.
but either way,
yeah.
I think that tome is like the Immortal Codex. That's I think that thing.
Oh,
on the
that's
left,
true. You're
book,
right. You're right.
You know?
That probably is exactly the Immortal Codex.
But I mean, this could be
New
really
content.
cool or not that cool. It depends, right? Right? It sounds
could be
like it's just
time consuming.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's just like the higher your damage output, the more prominent your ranking. Like, is it just a DPS race and not?
That's
you know,
true.
I don't know. I don't know. It's TBD, but it sounds cool. I like more content, especially bosses. I'm a sucker for more bosses.
Yeah, I guess that one's definitely. We'll find out when it comes.
Indeed. But it could be cool, you know.
And then next up, we have, furthermore, we're diligently planning to introduce new factions and heroes based on your feedback. expect a wider range of factions and diverse hero designs in the future. And now we're excited to announce the upcoming launch of a brand new faction. They're a group of individuals who have forsaken their humanity to in pursuit of powers beyond human capabilities. They've also become vessels for divine beings, serving as the opposing force to the Chaos Dominion. When it comes to the design of these new heroes, we will unveil a variety of types and appearances, including demigods, demons, and orcs. As a sneak peek for commanders, the images showcase new heroes, factions we're currently planning. That was up here. Ooh.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That looks like legendary Padma.
It's so weird because your thing is in a different order than my thing. Isn't that so weird?
Oh, weird, really?
The images in your game, because I'm looking at my game and your game. Wait a second here. Okay.
Well, that's at the top here. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, you have them at the top. Anyway, that seems pretty cool to me. Basically, the opposing force of the Chaos Dominion. Does that mean that they're a part of every faction bonus? They can get every faction bonus potentially, or something like that?
I don't think so, because that's like the unnamed faction that Ajax
I was
is right
thinking
now.
Unnamed, not Chaos.
Yeah, so I don't think.
Okay.
I think it'll be just something totally different.
But you know what? I was thinking that this game does need like there's a lot of room. Like, it doesn't need it, but there's a lot of room for interesting like other factions, I feel like. So this is good news to me.
Yeah, for sure. And I like the possibilities are really endless in these games, at least. Like, you can definitely dive deeper in. I'm curious
this game's
about,
not
I don't know.
Go ahead.
The orcs are kind of weird because it kind of seems like the Chaos Dominion, but maybe I don't know.
Yeah. A little bit of definition around what these factions mean, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. But I do think this game is a little bit more, at least compared to some of their peers in terms of the genre. I feel like they're a little bit more experimental in different types of vibes or aesthetics that they'll go for.
True.
Meaning like Setram, for example, like a robot machine dude. Like, you don't run into that in these games. So it'll be interesting to see where they go, and how far they take it in terms of, bucking the norm or going with, some more modern themes or like, I don't know, cyberpunky themes, or are they going to lean more into the fantasy kind of genre?
Yeah, true. That's a good point. It's kind of a mix of everything right now.
It
I
is.
feel. Yeah.
It is.
All right, and then just under those.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, I like the looks. I guess it's got a good quick teaser. I think a good variety. Guess we'll see. But next up here, right under those images, we kept scrolling by another one that we've already seen before. The collection for new skins for some heroes, including Abomination, Mari, and Wrath, and more. The skin for Mari will be unveiled during the Christmas event, where commanders will have the opportunity to obtain it for free through a sign-in event. Moreover, you can acquire skins for other heroes through various means, such as participating in the Newbie Gathering and Arena. So, I kind of wish they started with this, right? Like, why didn't they start with this for skins, right? Why did they start with the weird Zilla2 drama thing? Why didn't they just start with this, right? I don't know.
This is straight. I'm all for skins, right? They're pretty cool to me. Don't they all look like other existing heroes though, or am I just crazy?
I mean,
it's like
Wrath. Oh, you're right. Like Wrath is arrogance.
Yeah, Wrath looks like arrogance, and Abomination looks like broke here to me. But it's okay.
Oh my gosh,
like, cool. I don't know.
And Mari doesn't look that different. I kind of wish they made a brunette Mari, so you can go back to the brunette version instead of like, you're like, but I liked brunette Mari. Can I go back to brunette Mari?
Yeah, no, but I'm overall I'm a fan. You're right that I'm a fan rather. But Mari does to me look exactly. I'm not sure what's changed there really.
Just a slightly different outfit. Yeah,
slightly different outfit,
and
right?
Blonde hair instead of white.
Yeah, but other than that, no, I like the skins. They're pretty cool. But I agree with you. It'd be cool if we had them a little earlier. But hey, better late than never. I do say, even though, I kind of hated a little bit on the looks, I think that Abomination, the blue Abomination,
it's growing
really
on
cool.
me. Yeah, it's growing on me too. Cool. At first, I thought it looks cheesy, but it's kind of growing on me.
Yeah. I mean, arrogance or not, he looks pretty cool to me.
Oh man. So let's see. In addition to these exciting developments, we're actively working on new campaign chapters and guild bosses, plural. alongside numerous other engaging features. Stay tuned and anticipate what's to come. So
Golly.
more guild. We knew that there was going to be another guild boss if like the Forerunner server people have kind of been waiting for it forever. But I didn't expect another campaign chapter set so soon. I feel like we just got chapter 9. It's pretty good.
I know.
They're
That's
grinding.
crazy. Yeah, they have a lot. Obviously, they had a lot of content kind of ready to go or close to ready to go, you know, after global
Yeah.
launch. And we're seeing what I feel like games often kind of give a lot of content in the beginning of its life cycle. So it's not like crazy, but man, if they're
holding
gonna add
out.
another guild boss, another, to your point, another campaign, make all these other improvements, another like Doom Towery type thing with more bosses. I mean, this is more than even I would expect, you know?
Yeah, me too. Way more than I expected.
So
It's good
I'm
though.
pretty excited.
Yeah, it sounds really good. All right, let's see. How do they?
What is your favorite out of
here we go.
everything?
Oh yeah, because this is just. Let me see. I don't think there's anything else here. Yeah, just blah blah blah. Visit here for okay. Fan art. Nothing else here. Okay.
Art contest,
So I think.
yeah.
I mean, oh boy. I think I'm just most excited for quality of life improvements personally. I'm more of a quality of life improvement person than I am new content because I'm a busy person like you. I know you're busy. Like sometimes I'm like, I don't have time for new content. I'm good. Can we just make what we're doing better?
Yeah,
But I know
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
people that are crazy grinders and do focus 90, like some people want this game open 24/7 and they want to grind all day and they want to be able to do stuff. So for those people, they'll be very happy with new content. But I want to see this. I want the background fights, like you said. And just overall improvements to make selling and sorting easier sounds great. I'm quality of life. Give me all the quality of life.
I'm on the same exact page as you.
Yeah.
I'm on the same exact page. I'm on the same. To me, the background is the number one by far and away. I mean, TBD on the rest because we haven't seen any of it. You know, I'm kind of with you. We'll talk about this, you know, also on my video. But like, I'm I'm like oddly intimidated by Guild Wars, probably because I haven't really done anything with
It's
it yet.
really
You know, so
intimidating. It is.
so I'm with you on the new content. You're just like, okay, cool on one hand, but now I have to understand and learn and everything on the
It's
other
a
hand
lot.
too. Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I guess that wraps it up for this part of the video, guys. Thank you for joining me, Ash. It was fun to do this talking with someone else instead of me just reading it to myself.
No, it was my pleasure. It was. Thanks for so much for having me on, Ivy. I've learned so much from your channel, as you already know. So it's a pleasure.
All right, guys, so go head on over to Ash's channel if you haven't already. We're going to talk a little bit more about Guild Wars so far. What do we really think about it? What do we hope to see in the changes? Maybe some things to help us newbies out a little bit better. Yeah, the rest of the patch preview and Q&As to come. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.